Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about how you can get 9s in biology, chemistry and physics, your 3 sciences. I'm going to focus on triple science because that's what I did, but you can apply these things to double science or combined science. By the way, if you're interested in maths, English language or English literature, or just in general how you can get 9s in all your subjects, check out my YouTube channel page somewhere in the bottom, and then yeah, you can just have a look at those videos as well, but this is specifically for science. I'm probably going to split this video up by each science because I revise in different ways for different sciences, but there were some things that I didn't comment, so I'll just put them into each section. So throughout year 10, year 11, biology wasn't really my best. I always score quite low on it compared to my other sciences. When it came to the actual GCSEs, it was the highest mark I'd gotten out of any of my sciences. So yeah, I think biology was definitely one that I had to lock in on. So biology is the kind of subject where you need to have good knowledge of the actual content and be able to go through steps systematically for different processes. So for example, if you're doing the lytic cycle, you need to know the steps for each thing. For example, I would write down on my whiteboard mitosis, and then I would write all the different steps from memory, and then maybe I draw a diagram or something, and then I just keep doing that until I would memorize everything on my notes. Once you've written your notes, if you blur everything out on a whiteboard, it will solidify into memory. And biology is a type of subject you have to use the mark schemes as well. So I would also suggest doing some past papers after this. So you can find them anywhere online, PMT has loads of them. If you keep doing past papers and also topic specific questions, which again are on PMT or Save My Exams, if you keep doing them over and over again, you'll find that some of the questions are quite similar between different years, and then when you go over them during the mark scheme, you'll see the mark scheme wants you to say something specific. So what I would do, for example, in mitosis, there's always a specific number of things you have to say to get all 3 marks if it's asking you the definition. So I memorize 2 genetically identical diploid daughter cells, and if you say that, you literally get all the marks. So stuff like that, put into your notes that I was talking about earlier. That means when you're revising and going through all these notes again and again, it will kind of just become the mark scheme will kind of become in your long-term memory, if that makes sense. If you don't have an account, I would suggest Save My Exams. This is not sponsored. I use Save My Exams even right now for my A levels, and it is literally so good. It does actually save my exams. And I think for biology especially, it was really good for the content because it just went over everything really, really well, and it's exam board specific. So that's one place I got my notes from. I also used YouTube, and I also use PMT, which is Physics and Maths Tutor, which is a free online website which has loads of notes for everything in GCSE science. So yeah, I would definitely recommend going through those to get the content, and maybe making your own notes as well. This was the kind of stuff I did in my notes. So I just take all those different websites and I'd collate them into one page, for example, on, I don't know, cells or differentiation or something like that. So yeah, take those different notes from different places, and if you have time, put them all together and create a book for each different topic. That's what I did for biology specifically, because that was the one I struggled most with the content. And I think in terms of memorization, there was a lot more compared to physics or something, which is mainly equations. I rave about this in all my videos, but if you haven't invested in a whiteboard already, it is so worth it. Blurting is basically a form of active recall where you literally you write down something on a whiteboard again and again from memory until it literally sticks, and trust me, it will. I did blurting for my English anthology back in GCSEs, and I still remember my annotations to this day. So yeah, it will literally stick in your long-term memory. Keep doing past papers and topic questions. For biology, that's so important. And yeah, anything you don't understand, go watch YouTube on it, because past papers are amazing at finding your weak spots. Or you know what, even you can ask ChatGPT. I didn't really do this because when I was doing my GCSEs, I don't think ChatGPT was so big of a thing then. But right now, let's say you're confused on a topic, you just go over to ChatGPT, hey, can you explain, I don't know, differentiation of cells? I can't think of any topics, but yeah, just go over a topic, and yeah, if you're finding YouTube is not really being helpful, that's what you can do. But yeah, make sure you know all the content, know all the past papers, and do all the questions, and that's basically it. Okay, now I'm going to move on to chemistry. I always found chemistry really, really difficult. For some reason, it just did not stick for me. Get on my head! Get on my head! Get on my head! But I'm going to say, it was basically the same thing I did for biology. It was just going over notes from like different places, such as like PMT, Save My Exams, making like my own notes on them. I have to be honest, like I didn't really finish my notes for chemistry because it was just a lot to do and I was kind of doing it a little bit last minute. But I would suggest like make sure you read through the notes, make sure what's going on, and then again just keep blurting. And then after you've blurted, you just do past papers. Like that is literally the key to GCSE sciences. You learn the content, you blurt it, and then you do past papers, and that's it. When you do the past papers, don't just mark it and leave it. Like look at the stuff you didn't really understand. And one thing I found really helpful for chemistry was making Quizlets. So let's say I got like a question wrong on like the reaction between, I don't know, two things. And then you can just put it on a Quizlet and be like, what is the reaction between, I don't know, like alcohol and water? And then you can click the Quizlet and on the other side it would say like the reaction, if that makes sense. So definitely invest in Quizlet. That's something I really used like for stuff like equations, definitions. And I think this is applicable to biology as well. Like you could definitely use it, and I think it would be really helpful. Do it by topic by topic. Guys, finally physics. Physics was also, you know, I'm acting like GCSE science was all bad. Like it wasn't all bad, but I would say physics was something. Physics required a lot of practice for me as well. For me, like I quite enjoyed maths, so a lot of the equation stuff was easy to do, but it was the theory that was like a bit, yeah. But I would say for physics, do loads of like content, like memorization stuff I've said before via PMT, Save My Exams. And for the equations, definitely use flashcards. So I used to make paper flashcards before, and I found they were useful for some topics, but like as there were more and more topics, I just found paper flashcards were just not really working for me anymore. So yeah, again, like start using Quizlet, put your equation on there, put the units, that's really important, and stuff like conversions and everything like that. Make sure you know everything that's going on, and keep doing physics past paper questions, especially on the maths bits if that's what you struggle on. Or for the content, yeah, again, past papers. They will keep repeating similar questions. Like the more papers you do for all of these sciences, you will find they will run out of stuff to talk about and they will start repeating things. After you've gotten a question wrong, for example, like make sure you know why you got it wrong. And this is what I did for biology as well. I took all of the wrong questions I'd done from past papers and practice questions and everything, and I put them onto a Quizlet with the question on one side and the answer on the other side. So basically when I'd want to review the questions I'd ever gotten wrong, I would look at the question, like think about the answer in my head or maybe write it down, and I'd flip the flashcard and then I'd see had I gotten each mark, because the mark schemes in these things are so brutal and you need to have mark scheme specific answers. Like it's not really enough understanding the content if you can't phrase it like the mark scheme wants you to. So yeah, make sure that once you do past papers and you've gone over the wrong questions, you memorize the answers to the wrong questions. Honestly guys, I think that was kind of it. Like yeah, just to reiterate, content, blurt, past papers, and then flashcards of the past papers for the questions you got wrong. And if you keep doing this again and again, you will 100% get 9s in your sciences. Like this is coming from someone, I was like, if I get more than a 7 in biology, I'll be happy. And I ended up getting a 9, which was quite surprising for me. But if you keep doing these methods, like I promise you, you will 100% do really, really well. Let me know if you guys want more like A-level specific videos now, because obviously I'm in year 13 now. I've lived through the horrors of year 12. So let me know if you want any tips and stuff on year 12. And I also did my EPQ and I got full marks on that. So let me know if any of you want a video on if you should choose EPQ or, you know, like how to do the EPQ and stuff. I hope you guys have a great exam season. You got this.